lovelies, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you my collection of PlayStation 1 games. It is not the whole collection because there was at least 2 games that I couldn't find. I know they're at home somewhere, but I didn't really get the time to look, and these ones were all together. So there's only 5 here. One of them you have seen before if you've watched my PlayStation 2 game hauls. Most of you have because you've all asked to see the PlayStation 1 games. I also had a few requests to talk more gently and sort of whisper a bit more for the whole videos, so I should be doing that for you. Okay. So yeah, there's, like I said, there's only 5 games here, but it's a bit of nostalgia. I'm sure a lot of you have seen quite a few of these games, so start off with a classic. Good old Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So £7.97 pre-owned. Can't decide whether that was expensive or cheap. You know, pre-owned at like less than £8. I just think like you got the exchange store, you can still get games quite cheaply, can't you? But most games are pretty expensive now. This came out in 2001. So I would have been 5 years old. I used to play it when I was young, but I can't remember how old I was, but I used to find it really hard, and I just remember the graphics being really basic. Okay, right, I'll read the blurb to you. Be Harry Potter in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Be Harry Potter and unlock your magical powers as you embark on an adventure through a mysterious and enchanted world. Take a thrilling ride through the underground caverns of Gringotts, discover the hidden secrets of Hogwarts, and tremble as you confront the darkest wizard of all. Only with friends like Hermione and Ron are you sure to defeat you-know-who. A faithful representation of the magical world from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Learn spells and potions in magical puzzles and mini-games. Battle against enchanted creatures using all of your new abilities. Collect all your favourite items from the Wizarding World, including Harry's invisibility cloak, chocolate frogs, and famous witches and wizard cards. Chase down Draco Malfoy on your Nimbus 2000 and lead your house to victory in the wizard sport of Quidditch. I'm actually really tempted to plug this in later and play it, because I haven't done for a very long time. Just to get it open. It is broken, but then it is an old game. So we have a little booklet. I say little, it's actually really thick. And we have the disc. I love I know it's like grainy and all this stuff, but I love the colour, the aesthetic of it. I think it's really cool. And also, like all PlayStation 1 games, we have a nice black disc behind the thing. I love the look of the new PlayStation 5. I would absolutely love one. I have a 2 and a 4, and the 2 I can play the PlayStation 1 games on. But I would love a 5, that would be really cool. So in our booklet we have how to start the game and a contents page. We have menu controls. It's the controller. Can you see that? right, sorry. As in literally how to work the menu. Basic gameplay controls, there we go. Introduction. Okay, let's read that. It's the first day of term at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and an incredible world of magic is opening up to you. As the gifted young wizard in training, Harry Potter, you must take your first steps into this strange world, a place far away from the humdrum existence of unsuspecting non-magic folks. With friends to be made, lessons in charms, potions, and defence against the dark arts to be learned, and an enormous, ever-changing castle to be explored, you'll need all your wits about you, especially if you're going to beat the school bully Draco Malfoy and his henchmen Crabbe and Goyle, avoid the steely gaze of the potions master Severus Snape, and tame a bestiary of magical creatures. But fear not, with allies such as the lovable Hagrid and the clever Hermione, and the wise headmaster Albus Dumbledore on hand, you'll be ready to take on you-know-who before you can say Wingardium Leviosa. Good luck, young wizard. You're certainly going to need it. Setting up the game, starting a game, game screen. I mean, literally, it's like so like pixelated stuff. You've got famous witches and wizard cards. Okay, famous witches and wizards cards are collectibles that you can discover throughout your adventure. Collect them all and win enough house points and you'll be in for a great surprise. House points. As a member of Gryffindor House, you can earn house points in lessons and throughout Hogwarts and the surrounding grounds. At certain times you'll be able to see how you're doing when the Gryffindor and Slytherin house point hourglass appears. If Slytherin's hourglass has more sand in it, you are in trouble, and you'll need to excel if you are to help Gryffindor to clinch the House Cup. Quidditch is an important part of life at Hogwarts. Not only is it an exciting and skillful sport, but it also teaches participants invaluable broomstick handling skills that may be handy away from the pitch. Okay. There's a 24-hour hint line for gameplay hints and tips. There's literally telephone numbers. Calls cost 75 pence per minute, and you must be over 60. That's funny. There we go. Something I didn't anticipate seeing. 24-hour line. That's madness. Goodness me. I suppose back in 2001, Google wasn't something that people really had 24-hour access to, was it really? Okay, so next one I have for you, which I got this on my 7th birthday, I can remember that. I got a dance mat because I was so cool. That was a good birthday. I got a dance mat, I got Groovy Chick rollerblades, which I was too scared to use, but I really wanted them. I'm just trying to think what else I got. I got some cool things that birthday. The dance mat was the winning one, I think. So it's called, it says extra, does it say extra tracks or something? Extra tracks, yeah. Cool. Available Friday. Reserve your copy now. Come on, guys. There's some cracking tunes on here, but we'll get to that. Okay. Dance UK, the #1 smash hit for your PlayStation, lets you sing and dance to some of the biggest chart hits around today. For you and your friends, this unique game combines awesome 8-step dance moves and karaoke for endless hours of fun. Have you got the X Factor? Get down and party with Dance UK and find out today. It's karaoke, aerobics, and there's multiplayer. I did not know there was multiplayer. I mean, presumably you'd have needed a second dance mat. But, you know, what can you do? Features. Our unique 8-way dance steps and routines challenge every ability from 2 left feet to dance floor divas. 4 progressive difficulty levels. Single player, 2-player and 8-player consecutive party options. Get into shape and have fun in the aerobics mode. Become a true star of the future with our karaoke sing-along feature. Unique step recorder allows you to record, save and dance your own routines. That's wicked. I didn't know you could do that. Massive party fun. This came out in 2003. Okay. It was a hit, I have to say. That was one of the coolest things I had. It's a very cool disc. And again, I think it's black on the back. I think that's a shame that they don't do that anymore. I actually thought that was really cool. This one's got a more I don't know what you call it, like it's more textured. Okay, so here's our booklet, the contents page. Okay, the only thing, there's obviously a cup of coffee that was spilt over this at some point because it's all stinks of coffee and it's all like coffee stains all over it. Memory card and controller, so you can just about see what the dance mat looked like. That was cool. How to play. Oh, music credits. Okay, so it's got music credits, but because the pages are a bit destroyed, it does say on the back of the case. I'll just read them off of that. Okay, Atomic Kitten, Whole Again. It used to be one of my favourite songs ever. Blue, Flyby. Darude, Sandstorm. I can't even remember how that song went. Girls Aloud, No Good Advice. I can't remember how that one either. Ian Vandal, Castles in the Sky. Jamelia, Superstar. That was a classic. Okay, Jamiro K. Cosmic Girl. I don't know that one. Javine, Real Things. Liberty X, Just a Little. I used to love that one. Live in Joy, Dreamer. I hate that song. Hate that song with a passion. Rachel Stevens, Sweet Dreams, My LAX. That was another favourite of mine. And then So Solid Crew, 21 Seconds. My brother loved that one. That song, he loved. He just... Oh, I'll never forget it. He just walked around the house going, 21 seconds to go, 21 seconds to go. Didn't know any of the other words. It was like, 21 seconds to go, 21 seconds to go. Like, God, it kills me. Horrendous song, in my opinion. Not to offend anyone. I hated that song. But it cracks me up to think that I used to just go around singing that. Anyway, sorry. Okay, this is the one you may have seen before. Good old classic Rayman. My favouriteest ever game, I would say. There's just a lot of nostalgia attached to this one. Just fond memories of my parents playing it, and just, I don't know, just as a family it used to be just a big hit. Can't actually progress that far into the game because it's so hard. My mum's completed it because she's just a champion, but I've never got past Bandland, I don't think. I have, obviously, shamefully, Googled cheat codes to be able to, because it's like passwords, like to do each level. Every time, if you haven't played it, every time you progress to another level, essentially, you get a new password. And because of the fact that it's PlayStation 2, it doesn't save to the PlayStation anymore, so you have to write down the passwords. Unfortunately, sometimes the password doesn't work, which is gut-wrenching. But yeah, you can Google, and there's people have put passwords up online to be able to get like further into the game and all that. And there's also ones to get like essentially unlimited life. You get like 1 million lives or something, which is good, but it still doesn't really help you get through the game as such. But yeah, like you don't know when you do that, you don't actually know how to use your skills to be able to complete that level. So you need to work through them, but they are so hard. And I just I'll play it for a bit and then get too stressed and frustrated with it and play something that's easier. But it's just, especially the early levels, it's all the music, the actual vibe of the game. It's just a really nice game. Okay, sorry, I'm waffling. So this was made in 2000. Okay. Discover the world of Rayman, where action, challenge and technology await you. 60 different levels in 6 amazing worlds. Eye-popping animations using 65,000 colours. Oh, okay, the rest of it is in different languages. I thought it went on, sorry. Made you believe there was more there, and there wasn't. We actually just realised that we don't actually obviously have the booklet for it anymore. Disappointing. Never realised that before. It's only seen the other ones with booklets that made me realise we don't actually have one. But this one, it's like a bright yellow. Slightly disappointing actually that isn't in colour. Don't really know why that is. Makes me think of Pokemon actually in a way because it's so yellow, but like Pikachu. And then of course a lovely black disc. Oops. This one's really smooth, like there's no sort of grainy texture on the disc like the other ones. Okay, so this one I can remember my dad playing quite a lot. I know my brother's played it as well, but my mum may have on occasion too, but it's one I've never actually plugged it to play. Although I can play chess now. Haven't done for a little while, but I can play it. So it looks like this was made in the 90s. It doesn't have a specific date, it just says 1990 to 1999. But okay, Chessmaster 2. The world's best-selling chess software program, with over 4 million sold. Chessmaster has become the perfect chess companion for all age groups and skill levels. Chessmaster features include 3D high-resolution graphics, real-time board zoom and rotation, more than 24 different chess sets, and single-player, head-to-head or autoplay modes, with 64 human-like computer chess personalities and 30 Grandmaster personalities. Chessmaster is the most extensive and powerful chess program for the PlayStation. Blimey. It's heavy, this one. So we've got, I mean, that looks like Gandalf. Right, doesn't it? So just slipping that back in. Oh my goodness me. The thickness of that book. Blimey. Okay. This disc looks like it's untouched. This one's got a slightly grainy texture. And I'm resuming black again. Very nice. Okay, so let's have a look through this, shall we? I'm assuming this basically like teaches you how to play chess. So we have literally everything from the PlayStation itself, memory card slots, to the actual controllers. Rules of the game. The war room. Gosh. It's like everything setting up the game. Teaching settings. Oh my god. Selecting a computer opponent. Oh my goodness, that's creepy. You've literally got all these faces of people. God. Why do you need that? Like, slightly bizarre. Modifying personalities. God. How to save the game. Building a rating. Against me. Oh, okay. That's made me feel better. The rest of it is different languages. I was thinking, how on earth? Oh, God. But at the same time, why make a book that thick for that much of it to be in English or one language? I mean, like, what waste of paper and time and money. Surely it would have been more cost effective to have just generated so many in like different languages. Oh God. Just seems so wasteful. Anyway, I should give that a go sometime. Might help me with my chess game. It sounds like it's actually quite informative. Okay. And finally, a wicked one, which I must have played, but I don't... I know my brother played it a lot, but I don't know that I played it that much, to be honest. A Bug's Life. £7.97 as well. I mean, it was a bargain day. That one doesn't actually have a date. I was just intrigued to know when that one came out, but it doesn't have any date on it whatsoever. But okay, From Oscar-winning Pixar, creators of Toy Story and Disney Interactive, comes an all-new 3D adventure based on the new animated feature film A Bug's Life. Save the ant colony from the greedy grasshoppers, find the wacky insect circus troupe, and help Flick the ant win the heart of Princess Atta. With astounding graphics, a thrilling storyline, and bonus clips from the movie, it's an epic adventure of miniature proportions. I do remember playing this. I remember it being hard, but again, like, I was really young, so I hadn't got a lot of... I hadn't played many games, you know. Got a nice image of the... We used to have a grey one. We used to also have like a bright blue, I would say clear one, but you could see all the mechanics inside it. But yeah, it was a blue one. I can't remember what the other one was now. Maybe we just had the blue one and then the grey one with various controllers over the time. But this one's got a slight texture to it. Ooh, and then this one. It's a nice black one as well. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at this. We took all our controls on how to play the game and setting it up. Main menu. And saving. Choosing a level. The story. Here we go. Every year on Ant Island, the ant colony under the rule of the Queen Ant and Princess Atta, who is training to succeed her aged mother, works tirelessly gathering food for winter. And every year, cold-hearted Hopper and his hungry horde of unruly grasshoppers ride through and extort food from the timid ant colony. It's not only terrifying to the ants, it's downright humiliating. Flick, a klutzy but inventive worker, has built a harvesting contraption to help increase food production. Instead, it runs out of control and destroys the ants' food offering to the grasshoppers. When the grasshoppers arrive, Hopper is furious with the colony's apparent lack of progress. Unwilling to listen to an explanation, Hopper demands twice the food. We'll be back at the end of the season, Hopper intones, when the last leaf falls. Flick is put on trial for his colossal mistake and brought before Princess Atta and the Ant Council. During the proceedings, Flick, unable to contain his thoughts and ideas, suggests they find bigger bugs to help defend the colony against the grasshoppers. Flick even volunteers to find them himself. Surprisingly, Princess Atta grants his request to go search for the bugs, secretly hoping it will keep the jinxed Flick out of the way, allowing the colony to meet Hopper's demands without interruption. Now Flick will leave the island in search of tough bugs, oblivious to the fact that the colony is more than happy to see him go. Once he gets to the big world outside, the adventures awaiting Flick will change him and Ant Island forever. Meet Flick's friends. Meet Flick's tough and battle-ready bug warriors. Slim, the walking stick. Slim, the unfriendly circus clown, always complains about how misunderstood he is, and that he is merely a prop for others' amusement. Heimlich likes to eat, and his stomach proves to be a useful trampoline. Heimlich tends to giggle when you hop on his tummy. Francis the ladybug. Francis is often mistaken for a lady. He is a ladybird after all. Francis overcompensates for this by attempting to pick a lot of fights. Rosie the Black Widow. Rosie doesn't spin the strongest web in the world, but she tries her best. Flick can navigate over obstacles by using Rosie's webs. Rosie hangs nearby, encouraging Flick to hurry along. Dim, the rhino beetle. Oh my god, this is brutal. Dim is all heart. Flick uses Dim as an airlift to transport Blueberry Scouts in the tree level. Despite Dim's usefulness, he tends to speak in single syllables. Tuck and Roll, the Pillbug acrobats. Flick uses these Ilga pillbugs to bounce himself upwards. All the while they speak a very enthusiastic Hungarian form of gibberish. Gypsy the moth. Gypsy, a stunning beauty, radiates self-confidence. When Gypsy's wings unfurl, her back takes on a splendiferous appearance. Manny, the magnificent praying mantis. Manny tends to take his magic arts and himself very seriously. Beneath the curmudgeonly surface, however, lurks a helpful heart of gold. Manny's magical chamber, a Chinese takeout container, comes in very useful in Flick's quest to rid the colony of the grasshoppers. That's hilarious. It's been a very long time since I've seen that film. Very, very long time. So you've got all the seeds and plants. Berry attack. Success tokens. Completing the levels. Oh, bad bugs, here we go. These rotten insects make you ashamed to call yourself a bug. Grasshopper. They can munch their way through a cornfield in a couple of hours and not leave a scrap. Try to knock them out with a red berry? Forget it. Mosquitoes. Not too tough, but a real pain. Riverbeds are loaded with them. Flies. You'll know when you're in the city because these guys treat you like garbage. Cockroaches. Look for these urban crawlers around junk piles. Spiders. The most common of enemies. Spiders pop out of the ground to take a bite out of Flick. Mites. Watch out for their pointy nose or they'll poke Flick. Gosh, there's loads. Grubs. Don't hang around in tunnels when these things come drilling through walls. Centipedes. These creeps pop out of walls and take a bite out of Flick. Armour-plated beetles. APBs are built like iron balls. They retreat into their armour to avoid berries. Wasp. These vicious aerial attackers hover over Flick and try to sting him. Dragonflies. These airborne obstacles aren't overly aggressive, but they will take a bite out of Flick. Earthworms. Lurking underground, these bugs loom above Flick when they come out of hiding. Daddy Longlegs. They tower over Flick and wander the streets of the city. Watch out for those webs. Daddy Longlegs don't even make webs, do they? Flick will travel to 5 different lands during this search. To win victory in each land, he must defeat the boss bug. Thumper. Can you say crazy? Thumper can't. He's too busy screaming while trying to tear Flick into tiny flakes. He also launches deadly mosquitoes, so beware. Bird. Everything's afraid of the bird, even Hopper. Thud the horsefly. This bug looks like he could eat a horse. Molt. Shedding puts his heavy-duty grasshopper in a rotten mood. Once he gets up speed, he has a tough time slowing down. And Hopper. This grasshopper gang leader is the reason for Flick's quest away from Ant Island. Defeat him and the game is won. Oh, got different lands. Okay, the lands of Bugdom. Flick must travel through all 5 lands to complete his journey. Each part of his trip contains 3 levels. Ant Island. This is your homeland, but it's still dangerous. Practice your planting skills and berry attacks. Dot will guide you in the first level. She knows the exit's location, but don't just run for the door. There are treasures to find. Next, travel eerie tunnels and escape danger using your seeds. Battle a grasshopper in the council chamber. Leaving Ant Island. Change your altitude or you'll never get out of here. When you make your escape, travel the sun-baked soil of a river bottom thick with mosquitoes. Don't even think about how scary birds are. Little bug, big city. Dodge traffic and explore this strange new land. This is where you'll make some friends and begin to see solutions to the hopper problem. Get ready to heave some serious berries and watch out for the cockroaches. Return to Ant Island. You head back home leading a band of warriors. Each one of your friends can help in difficult situations. You begin to hatch a scheme to rid your colony of the dreaded hopper. Grasshopper War. Grasshoppers are everywhere. They swarm over your colony in this final battle for the future of antkind. Learn to fight with new weapons, but save your strength. Hopper won't go quietly. And then we've got some hints and then credits. It's a fun looking game. But you can tell it's one that we didn't really play very much because it's in such good condition. There's like barely a scratch on the case. Okay, well. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's certainly fun going through old games like this. Brings the nostalgia back, you know. Especially when you see them all in a pile like that. That's quite, you know, just nostalgic. That's the only way to put it. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again.